Hi everyone. Yeah, it's finally here. So by the time I release this video, I will have graduated. Right now I'm in my cap tassel thing. It's been so long since I've worn a cap and gown, and gowns are really hot. So I have this cord here for public interest that I've done, and I'll also upload a few of my graduation photos here. But I have missed you all. It's been so crazy. After my last video, spring break just flew by, and the next thing I know, I was in finals period. And then now that finals are over, our semester isn't over. Our semester actually ends May 11th, but we graduate May 8th, which is Mother's Day, which is very apropos because my mother passed away, and she was the major influence on why I am in law school, or why I have gone to law school, which is kind of weird. I don't know how to handle these verb tenses now, but she was the main driving force of me becoming an attorney. And now I'm here, and so it's very appropriate that she gets to see me walk across the stage from heaven, because otherwise I was not planning on going to graduation. I'm just kind of over it. I just need a break from it all. Haven't slept in a few days. I had my last final on Monday, and I've just been going, just trying to tie up my loose ends here so that when Sunday comes, I will not have to ever step foot on campus again, which I probably will, to study for the bar. I know I will be here when I'm studying for the bar, and I'll be able to do more videos then. And I know a lot of my friends are not going home to study for the bar, but I have my notes here, so I just wanted to do that brief intro really quick. Yes, so this is why I'm all dressed up. Our little oh, my thing fell off, I guess. Oh, where? Oh, this is a mess. This thing's just, I don't know how this thing goes on. Is it like this? I don't know where it goes. Well, I hope at the beginning of this video I did have this on. I didn't even know that it fell off, but yeah, I think I had it on because I was saying that I had my cap on. I guess it fell off. But so graduation day is May 8th for us at the university I attend. You may see it on here. So my experiences of law school. So if those of you who do not know, law school is for 3 years, and I started fall 2019. And so before I started law school, I was really stressed out because it's a huge change. I started law school in my 30s. I worked in corporate America, and I knew I always wanted to become an attorney. And so I'll do a whole video about why I went to law school in my 30s and whether you should do it if you are deciding that you want to go to law school. But I was just so stressed out about it because I knew that law school was hard. I knew I wouldn't be able to travel. I knew I wouldn't have my same income that I had before, and I kind of wished I would have learned to delve into the stock markets or things like that, so I could have made some extra income on the side. And actually felt that it fall there, but such is life. I didn't do that, but it's never too late to learn, so I'll just hold my cap here. So yeah, and I always told myself, I was like, okay, law school is really just 9 months out of the year, right? Because the academic year, not a full year. So 9 times 3 is 9 times 3 is 27. So 27 months. I was like, I can do 27 months. So before law school started, that's how I had my mindset. I just need to do 27 months. If I can do that, I'm good to go. Well, I remember when I first started law school, it was very tumultuous. It was a very difficult time. I'm getting tongue-tied. I was trying to say tumultuous. Oh, still can't pronounce it. Anyway, law school was very difficult for me when I first started because my aunt, who was very influential in my life and who was so proud of me for attending law school, passed away the week before classes started. So I didn't really have time to process or grieve her death or grieve at all, anything like that, because law school started pretty soon afterward. And I remember my first week, I think we had classes that started on Thursday, or they started on Friday. I can't remember. But I remember the weekend before law school, I love watching SpongeBob. I mean, I love watching cartoons. That's my thing. Anyone in my family will tell you, when I come over, what do I want to watch? I want to watch cartoons. I really don't like dramas or anything like that. Cartoons and sitcoms. And a cartoon sitcom is the end all be all. It's the top of the triangle for me. And I used to love watching SpongeBob. I still do enjoy watching SpongeBob. But I remember after my first week, I think it was just the last 2 days, or it started Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I can't remember. I do remember in civil procedure, we had to read a case, and I think the case was from, I don't know, maybe 1700s, 1800s, maybe even the early 1900s. And it wasn't a long case at all. But I remember it took me 4 hours. just to get through it, and I still didn't comprehend it. And I was like, okay, I've been at this for 4 hours. I need a break. And so what do? I turn on SpongeBob, which is, my stress reliever, watching cartoons at that time. And I couldn't even concentrate. Like, even SpongeBob was too much for me. And it was just like, I was like, oh, I did not know what I was getting myself into, because I did not know that it was that intense. And like, I read a book before, and I'll link the book here. I forget the name of it, but an attorney who is a public defender recommended that I read it. And it was a very difficult book for me to read. It's a very small book, maybe like 50 pages max, if that, but very intense, very logical, very like logical step by step. And I'm not a logical person. I don't know how I made it through law school, only by the grace of God, because I'm a very emotionally driven person. And law school is very, very logical. And so reading this book, it helped out a lot, because it taught me that, for someone like me, I need to read something multiple times. And that's what I had to do with that book. And this is my cord for public interest. So we get like cords if we volunteer. So this is my cord for public interest, that I think I'm supposed to wear it with the gown. I'll figure it out the day of. And I just like, it was just, that book was so stressful. And so I just remember I was like, hey, I was telling people that I was working with, like, it took me 2 hours just to get through a page. And like, yep, law school is very intense. And so I kind of knew that it would be intense, but I didn't know it would be that intense, because not only do you have to have one class that you're reading for, I had an additional like 2 or 3 classes that I had the same style of readings for. And with law school, your very first day, you have to come prepared. There is really no introductory class. So like, hey, welcome to Civ Pro, welcome to Crim Law, welcome to Torts. I mean, the professor will welcome you and then just say, tell me the facts of this case type of thing. And that's just how it goes. And so after that, that just started my career with law school, or my academia career, however you want to say it. But my time in law school was that. And so I'm sure there are many others who have similar situations with that, whereas like, you're just thrown in it and you either sink or you swim. And a lot of us do swim. And a lot of people find out that law school is not right for them. And that is quite all right. It's good to find out early, because you get to save yourself a lot of time. And you also get to save yourself a lot of money. But more importantly, like, you just get your time back, because you're not like spending, I went as an older law student. So, I felt like my brain wasn't as like fresh as the people who were like 19 and 20 that were in my class, because they had just finished undergrad, and here I'm just starting grad school, 10 years later. Hold on one second. So we're about to go take photos, so I will come back and finish this video. Yeah, so talking about my first year of law school, I think everyone's is like that, very stressful, because you really don't know what you're getting into unless like someone close to you is an attorney and they can kind of like guide you through it a little bit. Second year is crazy, because your first year you finally get used to all the intensity, you get used to the number of courses that you're going to have. But second year, they heighten it, because that's what all your extracurricular activities are, such as moot court, journal. Like, you want to start working your second year if you can, and then like finding all these jobs and applying for jobs. And it's just a lot your 2L year, because every professor, I don't know why this is, they assign us what they want us to know, regardless of what other classes we are taking. So that's the part you really have to juggle a lot of balls, in a sense, like in a lot of classes, because they will assign to you what they think that you should know. And I guess maybe they are mandated by the ABA to teach certain things, or certain things that are crucial for them to teach, but that's it. So that's what makes it really difficult. And then 3L year, honestly, law school can just be 2 years. We really don't need that third year. But, your third year is there. You're able just to take more courses, more things you want to do. You can also like work a little bit. You can take a lot of load if you banked credit hours, if you're a part of negotiations, moot court, or if you're a part of like journal, you can probably bank some credit hours, or however that works at your school. And then your 3L year, you just like apply for jobs, and then you accept your offers, and then you just prepare to take the bar. So that's it. So I will go over, that was pretty much my law school experience. Because I'm an older law student, like I wasn't all for drinking and partying and stuff like I don't even drink really. I'm just no fun when I drink. I tend to get very introverted and I just don't talk at all when I drink, so it's good that I don't because I'm more of a fun person sober anyway. um so I'm trying to think if I have any other experiences that I'll be willing to share. I think so, laughers, that's it for part one. This will be a two-part video where I actually give some recommendations the next video. So thank you all for your support. Thank you for being there with me throughout this journey of my last semester of law school. Thank you to all the mentees who've trusted me enough for me to answer their questions. And I hope everyone is doing well and that I love you all. Bye.